What's up, guys? This is Big Raine Energy, the podcast, where we talk about all things self-development and leadership. I am your host, Raine Webb, but you can call me Big Raine. Today we will be reading New Rules by Coach Stormy Wellington. This book literally came out about 3 days ago, so I'm excited to read it. This book is about 44 pages. Well, it's exactly 44 pages. So we'll get into it. We're going to do a part 1 and part 2 to this book. I'm going to read the first 10 rules because altogether there are 20 rules in this book. So I'm going to read the first 10 rules and you guys can stay tuned for part 2. So let's get straight into the introduction. I've always been known as a fighter. And after joining one of the most well-known network marketing companies in the industry, I wasn't going to settle for anything other than making it to the top. I ended up earning over $1 million my first year, and I've gone on to build one of the largest organizations in the country. However, it hasn't always been easy. I've gone through tragedy and depression that left me broke, both emotionally and financially. But it was when I was at the bottom that I really began to study the rules that led to true success. When I began implementing what I had learned, I ended up not only rising back up to the top of my industry, but within months I was exceeding all of the goals that I had set for myself. That success is what led me to create this short book. It contains 20 new rules I discovered that can power you to higher levels of success in your professional and personal lives. It's important to address both areas, professional and personal, because they are interrelated and have a definite effect on each other. That's why you are going to see rules on having standards, treating people the right way, and much more in this book. These are the rules you need to know to transform your life and become financially independent. So let's get started. Let's go. Rule number 1. Oh, I'm sorry. She quoted it. New rule number 1. Let's get that correct. My energy attracts my income, and I put my money to work for me. New rule number 1. Look, one thing I've learned during my career is that you can't just go through the motions. If you want to obtain real success, it just doesn't work. If you have big goals and you want to obtain them, then you need to attack those goals with the highest energy possible. You have to work hard. You have to have focus on the work that needs to get done. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't have fun. You should enjoy your life at every single stage. But you can't expect success to just come and find you. If you want to make real money and live the lifestyle of your dreams, you need to work hard. When you give something your all, that's when good things really start coming back to you. And the second part of this rule is that when you do start earning money, you need to be sure to invest back into yourself. Nobody knows everything. That's why you need to seek out training and learn from those who are learn from those who are doing what you want to be doing. Never stop learning. Never stop growing. I myself have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on my own self-improvement to expand my knowledge and my network and to gain fellowship and inspiration that I use to build my movement. And one more thing. Don't be afraid to also invest your money back into your business so that you can take it to new heights. For example, look to invest in opportunities that can produce passive income, which means income that doesn't require you to physically be somewhere to generate it. Imagine having multiple money machines producing income for you, and you don't have to even show up to produce that money. You can sleep in, go on vacation, do whatever you want while you make money. Rule 2. Always choose higher over comfort. This rule applies personally and professionally. As you grow, whether it is in your personal life or with your business, there are going to be times when you have to make a decision. Do you go outside your comfort zone in order to attempt to move higher, or do you stay comfortable where you are? Always choose to go higher. Succeeding isn't about staying comfortable and not taking any risk. You have to be willing to take chances, and you have to be willing to fail sometimes. Remember, it's okay to fail. That's when we learn lessons that can power us to new heights we never even imagined before. So don't make the mistake so many make and cling to being comfortable. Make a commitment to yourself that you are going to be willing to take risk and step out of your comfort zone in order to go higher. New rule number 3. Always choose higher over familiar. I love how she quotes that. This rule goes along with rule number 2. As we go through life, we get familiar with certain things. We establish routines and we start to live our lives a certain way. That's when it becomes difficult to break out and go to new levels of success. The simple rule is fear of change keeps many people from achieving their dreams. They cling to the familiar, unwilling to step out and try new things. This keeps them from the success that they could be experiencing. Maybe you want a man in your life, but you are afraid to go to the club or to ask that handsome guy you see at the gym for coffee. Or maybe you want to grow your business, but you are afraid to spend money and develop that new product idea you got last week. Well, you won't achieve massive success by sticking with the familiar. You have to be willing to take chances. Rule number 4. New rule number 4. Always choose higher over evil. There are opportunities in everyone's life where they can cheat or fudge the truth in order to get ahead. It's important that you stay committed to doing right and not evil. Doing evil is a slippery slope that will ultimately lead to more hardship in your life. Whether it's karma or the guilt that eats away at you about what you've done, you are ultimately going to experience consequences. So to paraphrase Michelle Obama, when they go low, you go high. Going high will win you respect and will allow you to stay above the fray when you can enjoy more success and avoid getting stuck in all the stress and tension that comes along with doing evil. Trust me, you don't want evil in your life. You want to feel good about yourself and what you do. So always strive to go higher in everything that you do. New rule number 5. Never be afraid to go at it alone. New rule number 5. Something else I've learned over the years is that if you want to be a true success, you have to be willing to step out on your own. There are going to be times when people around you don't share your vision and start to act as a hindrance. As you achieve more success, there are also going to be people who are jealous and who don't want to see you move higher. You have to be willing to step away from those types of people and go at it alone. Yes, it can be scary when you are on your own, but it's also an opportunity to develop your inner strength. You will be amazed at what is possible when you put your faith in yourself and step up. Don't let negative Nellies bring you down. Don't let those who can't see what you can see keep you from turning your dreams into reality. To succeed today, you have to be willing to go at it alone sometimes. Rule number 6, choose standards over sex. This is one of my favorite rules, guys. As I said in the introduction, these new rules for living your best life cover both professional and personal aspects of our lives. This one is focused on the personal. Simply put, girls, you need to have standards. Giving away your body erodes your self-worth and can have a traumatic effect on other areas of your life, including your professional life. To achieve the level of success you are after, you have to become a person with high standards who won't accept less than the best and who values everything about herself, including her body and her mind. So set your standards and stick to them. Never choose sex over standards because you'll be tearing yourself down and keeping yourself from those high levels of success and happiness that you desire in your life. High standards serve as a roadmap of what to do when things get difficult. They'll guide you through the hard times and help you come out stronger and more successful on the other side. Low standards in one area of your life, especially when it comes to sex, can negatively impact your confidence and make it easier to cut corners and begin accepting less than the best. Once you start doing that, then it becomes much harder to get your life to the level you want it to be. Rule number 7, no more doubting myself. One of the biggest keys to success is mindset. You have to believe in yourself and what you are doing if you want to succeed. So many of us carry negative thoughts and beliefs that are limiting. A lot of women don't even realize that they have these beliefs. That's because these limiting beliefs and negative thoughts can seep into our subconscious where they impact how we think and act. We may be afraid to start a business. We may be afraid to step out on our own. So we may accept being treated below what we deserve by a man in our life, all because we doubt ourselves and our self-worth. Well, I say enough with that. It's time to focus on the positive and to build a foundation of confidence that will allow you to accomplish your goals. Yes, even those crazy, outlandish ones. You are wonderfully made. You are smart and talented and deserve nothing but the absolute best in your life. So believe it, hold on to it, and accept nothing less. All right, guys, I'm actually running out of time on this episode. That was rule number, let's see, what rule number was that? That was rule number 7. So I'll be back with part 2. We might have to break this down into 3 parts, but I just want to say thank you guys so much for listening to Big Raine Energy, the podcast where we talk about self-development and leadership. I am your host, Rain Webb, but you can call me Big Raine. Also, if you guys want to donate to the podcast and donate to the movement, the new wave, self-development, personal development, go ahead and hit up my Cash App at $vintage, spelled just how it sounds, by B-Y, Raine, R-A-I-N-E. Guys, thank you so much, and thank you in advance for your donations. You guys have a great day, and I hope you guys enjoyed this ebook by Stormy Wellington. Like, I'm really, really feeling it, especially rule number 6, choose higher over sex. That really, really spoke to me, and thank you guys. Have a good one. I'll see you in the next episode.